Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Well, man, open down the middle of the field.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's got Bellinger, and he'll be brought down at the 27. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Daniel Bellinger,
his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Watson now to throw.
This complete to David Bell. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Following the penalty, Chubb. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Browns sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Jones on the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
In motion goes the tight end. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down at 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some room to run now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they actually utilize
touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
He finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. first connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Back to throw, Watson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Got a man at Schwartz, complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. The Chiefs have added on. They're pulling away in that one. We'll keep you updated on that as well as others as we move toward the midway point. Hard to believe we're already there in this NFL season. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Watson. And this is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to a safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Here's Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball.
And the ball is knocked out, but I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Back to throw now on first down. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Watson on third down. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Fourth down.
Here we go on fourth. Watson finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard after 29 yards.
Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
On 1st and 10, Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Kadarius Toney with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead is now 24.
Giants 24. Browns 9. Graham
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Watson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Jones. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Back to throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have a Giants 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, New York.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Gano's kick is good, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Watson now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Touchdown, Browns!
Donovan Peoples-Jones, 44 yards. And the Browns are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
throws a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, That's as good as you're going to see.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They looked like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into point. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Giants,
the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati